Pat McGuinness, National Housing Party. The dust has settled from the local election campaigns, and we're just licking our wounds. But my campaign was an epic campaign. Got 7.5% of the vote, which is probably the best result out of the nationalist micro parties. So you can get. I've got an hour in-depth review of that on the channel, NHP UK Press Office YouTube, and so yeah, I'm the leader now of National Housing Party. We've got a few activities planned in the coming weeks. We've got a flag raising event. You'll hear more about that at the time. We've also got a banner drop planned, which is going to be hopefully a pretty big one if it goes to plan. Yeah, that's going to be a White Lives Matter banner drop, because as we all know, Henry Novak was killed by the anti-white establishment, the institutional anti-white agenda, which is persecuting the native population of this country. So we've got to stand up and speak out about that, but also a big thing which is happening at the moment is Restore Britain, and you know, everybody's looking to see what's happening there, because you know there's a hell of a lot of good people in there, some good people I know personally who are members, and you know, some people say, oh, just shut National Housing Party down. No, we're not just going to shut it down. It's only been registered 4 months. They haven't released a wide range of policies, and there's certain policies which are red lines for me personally. You know, I'm not going to be joining a party with a Friends of Israel group in it. I'm not going to be joining a party with an immigration policy saying we're going to integrate more people into the country if they speak English, if they contribute. No, we don't want that. You know, none of it should have happened in the first place. At the very least, we need to at least stop it from now on. And not only do we need to stop it, we need to put it into the constitution of this country that passports should never be given to foreigners ever again. And it must be put in the constitution so it can never be changed. So if we're in a democracy, any other party could get into power and change it potentially. We need to make sure that it is not allowed to happen. That's the most important thing we need to achieve as a Christian nationalist country. And you know, once we achieve that, then we start looking at other areas of the country what we could improve to make our country stronger and more healthier and better for the future. So we've got to wait and see with Restore. We need to see what policies they release. I've committed to our party to at least the local elections in 2027. We've got Lee Bishop in, I'm sweating here, it's a very hot day. We've got Lee Bishop in Bedford, and he's running a good campaign. He's already leafleted the area. That's another thing. We've got leaflets gone out with our party name, and we're already in a campaign. So we're not just going to chuck everything away and all jump into Restore, and then it just turns into a disaster. We don't know what's going to happen with Restore, but we are supporting them. We support the anti-Zionist faction in Restore. Obviously, we don't support the Zionists because there is Zionists in there. And we need to make sure that that party is a Christian nationalist party. And Zionism is anti-Christian and it's anti-British nationalist as well. People need to understand that. So we've got Lee Bishop in Bedford, we've got John Lawrence in Oldham standing, we've got another candidate in the St Mary's ward in Oldham, John standing in Hollingwood ward, and we're hopeful about that. I've just sent a load of leaflets up to John in the post. I sent up 5,000 leaflets. Another 2,500 was sent by Mark Williams, our man in Birmingham. So, you know, we're still going, and we're a tiny party, but that's okay. But I don't want to be part of a party with a pro-immigration policy. And I've only been members of 2 parties, the British National Party and the National Housing Party. Both of them had immigration policies to stop giving out passports to foreigners forever. Okay, and you know, we understand what British people are, and that's another good thing about Restore. They are willing to say who the British people are, whereas Reform are not. So it's all to play for. I think we can achieve victory politically in this country for Christian nationalism, and you know, we just got to say our prayers, follow Jesus, pray to God for victory, and I'm certain we can do it. There's a lot of good people in Restore. Charlie Downs, very promising. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with them, and obviously we're supporting them, but I'm committed to the National Housing Party till the summer of 2027 at least. But if you want to stand in local elections, come forward, come and see us. Check our website, nationalhousingparty.uk. Contact us, our phone numbers are on the websites. You know, if you want to just stand in your local area, this is what we've got to do, guys. This is what I've done. You know, if you want to stand up and fight back, you need to stand in your local area and stand up for your community with what you believe in. And if you agree with our policies, come speak to us. So I'm going to leave it there. We're in the middle of a heat wave, and I'm absolutely loving it. It's like a free holiday, and also I get paid because sometimes I've got to work. How can people complain about that? So yeah, we're in central London, EC4 area. This is the Public Record Office behind me, and got one of our members filming who helped me come out canvassing and that. So we signed him up during the election campaign because he wanted to come and help, and he saw what we was doing on YouTube, on X. Follow us on Twitter, on X. NHP UK official is the account I run, and we've got John Lawrence on Twitter. We've got 2 YouTube channels, NHP UK Press Office, and we've got NHP UK TV. So I'm going to leave it there. Pat McGuinness, leader of the National Housing Party, Christ is King. Thank you very much.